Yeah, okay, my way. I don't know what my microphone is into me. My camera is into me, so maybe by next time I'll sort it out. But I think you should join through TikTok and you're better off. Thank you. Hmm. Okay, hello everyone. Thank you for joining today. Sorry, we're a little bit behind because I had to do some technical stuff. So just going to go straight right in. You're all welcome. Please, when you join or wherever you're watching, if you're watching this delayed, please kindly let us know where you're watching this live from, so that kindly let us know where you're watching this live from. Okay, so basically today we're going to be having a conversation around your 5 closest friends, your 5 closest friends, your 5 closest friends. And the whole team is sorry guys. The whole team is around your network is your net worth. Net worth. So network with WORK, and with WRK, and network with WORTH. So we're streaming live on TikTok, Facebook, and on YouTube. So please, for those that have indicated interest to want to join, I strongly recommend what's it called? For ease of Thank you, Austin Ubani from Nigeria, Abuja. Thank you for joining. Thank you for Rosemary, Rose. Thank you, for Ambassador. Thank you, Harry. Thank you, Mrs. Osaijo. Thank you all for joining. So just going to go straight right into it. So we are live on TikTok, Facebook, and YouTube, like I mentioned. So when you join, please kindly let us know where you're watching from, so to help us have an understanding of how we're reaching out to you guys. So yeah, basically, I'm just going to get right on into it. We're here because of the theme, your 5 closest friends. 5 closest friends. So I hope that I have time. I'm also going to read some extracts from this book. So your 5 closest friends. Yep. I'm excited about today, and I hope that we learn one or two things. Those that have indicated interest that they want to join the live, please, as soon as you join, let me know. Send me a message so I know that is you, because some of you have what's it called? You have your usernames on your accounts that I don't tend to know that is you. Please let me know. If you send me a message so I know it's you. I've tried to find your live. Okay, sorry guys. Let me send this live to quite some people because they want to join but they can't find it. 1 minute. We're live on YouTube, TikTok. I didn't send this thing to people. I made a mistake. Oh, what did I do today? I made a mistake, guys. Let me see. Share this live. Sorry, guys. Let me share this people. My status. Okay. Okay, thank you. Well, I can see you, Miss Josephine. Sorry, I can see you. Thank you. Just quickly want to share this on so some people have not seen it, so they can find it easily. Yes. 1 minute, guys. I'm done. Done on the GIF. Okay. Okay, that's it. Hopefully that will help people that want to join. Okay. So basically, there's a joke that says that if you hang around 5 broke friends, you'll be the 6th one. And there's another one that says, but if your 5 closest friends are all own a gym, you will get at least a free guest pass. So it's just a joke. So I'm going to ask you guys this question. It's a debate that a lot of people have. And I'm going to leave my comments in towards the end, and I hope I don't forget that. Let me write that down. Okay, so this is a question. I don't need anyone to answer this question. I just need you to have it in the back of your mind, and towards the end, I'll share my own thoughts. When you come on, for those that have indicated interest that they want to join, when you come on, I'm going to. It will be nice towards the end to know what your thoughts are, but you can respond to the question, but you can keep it to heart, for now. So basically, it goes like this: if you had the choice to have dinner with Richard Branson, I'm sure you guys know who Richard Branson is the owner of Virgin Media, Virgin Airlines, Virgin Records. I'm sure you guys know who Dangote is, Africa's richest man. I'm sure you know who Jeff Bezos is. That's the richest. That's the owner of Amazon, the owner of Prime, and what have you. If you had the option to have a dinner with any of these three, or whoever you might call it, this question came from a viral video, viral comment about, and it was Jay-Z that was used. So and it was 500,000. It was 500,000 that was used, but I'm going to say let's use $1 million, $1 million or £1 million. So if you had an option to have dinner with either Richard Branson, Dangote, or Jeff Bezos, or $1 million or £1 million, which one would you go for? Would you go for £1 million or $1 million, or would you rather have the dinner or the meeting with them? So you can, if you want to put your comments in the comment section, your thoughts in the comment section, fine. But you can also hold your thoughts, and hopefully towards the end of the conversation we'll have it. So because there are different people are divided on different opinions, and hopefully we can maybe at the end of the conversation, some of you will share your opinions, and we can all learn from each other. So okay, 1 minute, guys. Let me just add some people. 1 minute, please. Please, if you have moment of happiness, I don't know how many people those have indicated interest. Please, when you come in, please mute your mics, please, so we can know those that are. Please put your mics. Please mute your mics. When you come in, please mute your mics, please. So your background. Okay, thank you very much, guys. And if you want to join the live, please let me know. So I'll bear that in mind. Okay, let's crack on quickly. Please mute your mics, guys. When you join them, please mute your mics. So basically, I always, whenever this thought about your network comes up, your network being built up by your network comes up, there's a theory that comes to my mind. It's called social capital. So you guys can look it up, or you can ask ChatGPT to tell you what social capital is. So basically, it just talks about the value, your resources. Guys, when you come on, please try and mute yourself so that there's thank you very much for you. So it just talks about your value, resources, opportunities, your trust, your support you gain from relationships and networks. That's it. The value you gain from your relationships and networks. That's what the law of social capital is. The theory. So it's not about what you know or who you know or how strong these connections are. So it's about what you get from those relationships. It was developed by I think Pierre Bourdieu or James Coleman and Robert Putnam. It's a theory. I came across this theory when I was in university studying. That's when I came across it. Something that we studied. Basically, how I understand it is that the more people you know, the lesser time you take to solve most of your problems, and the less people you know, the more time you take to solve most of your problems. That's how I understand that theory, and I hope that I've been able to communicate it without leaving with all the jargons. So it is said that social capital simply means hidden value inside the relationships. It's an opportunity and support and an access you get because of the people you are connected to. So please look it up, social capital, and learn more about it. So it says, where can you get social capital? One, workplace, or where can you build networks or relationships? Your workplace, with your colleagues, your mentors, your leaders, in conferences and seminars. You meet different people. Like I was in a few months ago, I was in what's it called? The one in China. I forgot the name, I also remember it. I was there. That's where you build relationships and all that. You meet people. On online, a lot of people have met people through LinkedIn, through Twitter, through Clubhouse. These are places where you can improve on your social capital and build your network. So you can also do that through trade shows. In Nigeria, even in the UK, they have Chamber of Commerce networking groups. Every last Monday of the month, I attend a property networking group. I'm supposed to go for one next tomorrow as well. I'm sure you guys do that. Networking groups, masterminds. So when you go for certain programs, you can build relationship with people in your co-working space. Let's say, for instance, you go to different places like to work. You can build network through that. Alumni, a lot of you are in secondary school alumni, university alumni. You can build and improve your social capital through that. Workshops, trainings, and online courses. I've met people that way, and I show you the same thing with you. Mentorship groups, the same thing. And one of the key things, I remember when I was university, one of the key areas where they said people can improve on their social capital and their network is in church, mosques, community centers. These are very important. That it's said that the more people that go to church build networks, and it takes them lesser time to solve most of the problems. So guys, please, this is research and it's empirical. It's not just an idea or someone's thought. So let's take advantage of it. Volunteer groups, charity organizations, parents group, PTAs. I'm sure a lot of you can relate. Sports. So it could be, a lot of you have met people in the gym, hobby groups, travel groups. I've met people on the plane. I've met people in when you go to a country, online communities. Facebook has done a lot. LinkedIn, WhatsApp groups, people meet people on WhatsApp group and all that. So this just basically giving us an idea of how we can improve our social capitals and where we can do that. So social capital is very important, So let's not take advantage. Let us play it down. So it shows us our strengths and shows us that the strengths of networking is determined by the quality of opportunities we receive. If your 5 closest friends are ambitious, you are more likely to access opportunities. If they are clueless, you might inherit bad habits instead. So it's not just about having contact, it's about having the right ones that add value to you. So a friend can introduce you to a mentor, which is amazing. Parents help their children to get into good schools, and those good schools end up helping them. Thinking about a job hunt, someone can link you up to a job. It's very important that we bear that in mind. Please. Another thing is that think about the 5 closest friends you have right now. What kind of social capital are they bringing to you? What kind of opportunities? So basically, as I'm speaking to you guys, I'm speaking to myself. I'm not trying to seem like I have all the knowledge, no. But I hope that by the time I open up we all start having conversations. This will serve like a base for us to have healthy conversations, and for us to enjoy and learn from each other. So when you say your network is your network, we're actually putting social capital theory into practice. It's proof that your relationships are assets, sometimes more powerful than money itself. The question is, are you investing in the right relationships? So I'll talk about myself before we go on. So I went to a very good school by God's grace in Kaduna. And when in Kaduna is another part of Nigeria. And when I came down south to where I'm from, southeastern part of Nigeria, and I will lie to you, when I came, I just found myself in the midst of some kind of people. And when I said to them, oh, I have coursework, I want to go do that coursework, I need to get it done, I need to sort it. They say, guy, cool down. Now you read book fast. I the one that know the book the most. Relax, enjoy yourself. Not long. I came from a very good school. If you guys look up my school, it's called Zamani College, Kaduna. We used to top WAEC. Like WAEC is the West African Examination Council. Our school used to be like number 1, like out of 5, maybe we'll always be there. So imagine you coming from a school like that, then coming to another school like the university where I came to, and I found myself in the wrong group. And these guys told me, relax, don't worry, we'll sort you out. And what was the sort out? Is that they found someone that has done the coursework, and they told me to just copy it. At first, I said no. I tried to do it myself, and after a while, because we've had so much fun, I'm running out of time, the deadline is coming, I just ended up copying. And before you know anything, For entire 4 years of my life in that university, I was just copying people's tuition, assignment, examination, coursework. That's all I did by virtue of what? Bad counsel or bad wrong relationships, So yeah, the other way around, when I was growing up, before I came to my university, I have some friends. I'm sure some of them might be here listening to me. By virtue, just to be specific, it's not to say I don't have any other friend that been a blessing before, but for the sake of this story, I want to share. Ugon Namba and Ike Chukumba, these are two brothers, and God have used them to be a blessing to me. Back in the days, I remember when in Nigeria there will be fuel scarcity and there will be a long queue of people waiting to buy petrol. So these brothers will call me, Onyekwelu, come, let's go. So what we'll do is that I'll bring my parents' car, they'll bring their parents' cars. We'll wake up 5 a.m. in the morning, go to the filling station, queue up, and somehow we'll get fuel. When we get fuel, we'll come back home. I'll come to their house precisely because where their house was is quite easily accessible by so many vehicles. That mine was furthermore inside, a bit more reserved. So we will buy this fuel, siphon that fuel from the tank, put them in small jerry cans, and put them on top of their car and sit down outside. Ugonna, Ike, and one other guy called Tochku Onyes. And I think that's about us. I think TJ, there's another guy called TJ, I can't remember. We'll sit down and be having a chat. And next thing, in Nigeria, there's what's called Okada. That's the bike riders. They'll just bike and they'll come close. They'll say, are you guys selling? Yes. What we did was that if a gallon of fuel is sold, let's say, for instance, 500 naira in the black market, because you can't get in the filling station, it's sold for, let's say, 500 naira. We sold that home for 400 naira. So that way, because we know that we're going to going to be profitable even at 400 naira, we sold it less, and I will sell out all the one from the vehicle I had. We're going to sell out his own. IK will sell out his own. We kept doing this. That's how the entrepreneurial instinct set coming. Plus the one my parents did. And I don't want to go down to my parents. I'm just trying to talk about relationships that we have. So point in what I'm trying to say is that I am a product of the kind of friends that I've had. I've not had it all rosy. I've also mentioned to you the mistakes I made in my first degree. I mentioned to you how it worked well. So just to share a little bit about myself before we go into conversation proper. So yeah, that's basically it. So if you have had I just want us to think this thing through, and you can put in the comment section. It's entirely up to you. Sum up your friendships, the 5 of your friends in one word. What would that word be? So we're going to take it up. We're going to start having conversations now. I hope that I've been able to lay a foundation on some of the things I wanted to discuss, and I pray that I'm going to learn from what you guys are going to share. I'm also going to learn from what everyone's going to. Thank you, Weber, from joining from Makodi. J family, thanks for joining. Austin Uba, Caleb, there are so many people that have joined. I must have missed you when I was having a conversation. Thank you, and thank you. So, without taking much time, I'm going to start adding people to begin to have conversations. I can see all of you, some of the ones that have joined, and the rest that have not asked. Please kindly ask to join the live so I can add you. So please, guys, I'm going to add someone that has been of tremendous. I respect him a lot. Some of you might know him, some of you might not know him. But you might have seen his movies on Netflix. If you have seen the movie, okay, let me not get it wrong. I think it's, don't worry, you come, introduce himself. His latest movie starts with, I think it's called Strain. If I'm mistaken, help me. It's a privilege to have him on this live. And I want to share a story. I don't know if he remembers. And please, I want us to listen to him and learn from him. He's someone that has given me privilege to work with him closely, and I hope that we're going to do more stuff in the future. But he's someone. There's something that you did one time. I don't remember. He said to me, I said, come. They said, let's go to Anambra. I think we went to Osia Fasten's mother's burial. I don't think you remember. and you we you were just when we're there, you're showing me, look at this person, who look at this, like the who is who in the Nigerian movie industry was in that burial. And I remember seeing Osofia, Patience Uzoku, just name it, they were all there. And they were all, majority of them, or everyone that was there was influenced by this guy, Osia Fasin. And they all came to pay their respect. Even big top boys in the Nigerian movie industry were the ones serving the food on that day. And okay was just pointing out to me, see who this person is, see who that person is, see this billionaire, see that billionaire, look at what they're doing. I can hear you, sir. Please, I'll call you on, sir. Just mute your mic, sir. I'll call you on, sir. So yeah, and I learned a lot from that trip, okay, and so many other things I've done together. So I reckon that people are going to learn from the things they are going to share. So in addition to everything I want to share, okay, please bear this in mind. Who are the 5 people you spend the most time with, or how have they shaped you? If you don't mind responding to that question, with other things you want to share, please. The floor is yours. Thank you.
It's a second question. I'm surprised you remember the experience.
Okay.
So many years ago.
Yeah, very much.
Your brain is sharp. Your mind is still very, very sharp.
It's impact now. Okay. Is impact, okay? If you took me to a place where they were abusing me, or a place where they maltreated me, I'll remember it as well. So I can't forget that experience in a hurry. So it's an experience for me, an amazing experience. Thank you. Sorry to cut you short. Go ahead.
No, that's fine. That's fine. Hey, I'm just coming in, trying to get the hang of this of the life and the conversation going on. I've had many friends over the years, but I can't quite say who the best friend is right now. I've lost very close friends. Okay. You know, I've lost the really, really close ones to the cold hands of death. You know. Sorry to hear that. Well, I think the ones I have left are more inclined to what I do in my profession as a filmmaker. So it's more of work related. Okay. Sharing vision, and trying to. So I mean, you know me very well. I'm not too much of a social person. Okay. I am more of a work inclined person. Okay. And that has its pros and cons as well. Yeah. You know. So, but growing up, I've had really good friends that has, some of them helped shape me in some direction, and I've also been experienced to, have some friends that would I call bad? No, just few negative influences that has also derailed me a little bit. So I think that's part of growing up, and you have to once in a while tell yourself, that. I can't do this. I can't be with these people because they influence me negatively. So I don't know if you really, really want me to start calling persons. No, you don't need to call names if you're not comfortable. It's just whether you call yourself anti-social man, okay? I don't agree with you, guys. This is someone. If you just type his name on Google, Google will do the answer for you. Just type type films. On the top of my head, I can think of Black Rose, Strained, Levi, The Boss Is Mine. Name them, they're all on, I think quite a lot of them are on Netflix. So for someone like that to have done all this kind of stuff, you have relationships, and also in your recording studio, okay, let me just do a background. Okay has produced some of the, like, if you guys know who Wizboy is, I remember I used to work in OK Studio. Jay Martins have visited the studio several times. Name them Mekoyo, Waje, Chinyere Doma, just Paul Wakacha to name a few and all that. So, okay, please, I know you're a modest man. Please help us. Just what are your thoughts? Or let me put it this way. In your journey, how has network opened doors for you? Let's put it that way. How has relationships opened doors for you? If you don't mind me sharing that. Well, you can't actually go far, or you can actually achieve so many things without relationship. That's pretty basic. Okay. You didn't mention Two-Face. Okay, sorry about that. I said on the top of my head, Yeah. Because I produced
was in school then.
Okay.
So
Okay.
then there was no Temptation Boys at the
Yes.
time.
Yes. 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 Yes.
You
I
know?
remember that. Yeah.
But yes, I've had few experiences where some of those I've met so many. I don't. There are so many people
Yes.
in my life.
Yes.
I just need to be able to write it down
Mm-hmm.
to start mentioning those. But basically, what we do is quick encounter, quick project, and then move on. Sometimes I don't even see them anymore for so many years.
Yeah.
Like the last time I met Two Face, he was shocked. That was like 5 years ago. After over 15, 20 years of working together. So it's been like that. So I think if the people that I've kept in close proximity are mostly people I still work with.
Okay.
Yeah. But growing up, having to, of course, what it does is it sharpens your mind with respect to the work you're doing. I would say some of the people I've been in contact or work with in the past are more work related, more business related. So of course it has turned me into a work junkie because most of my time I'm working, and as I sleep with you, I'm still working. So that's basically it.
Yeah. Okay, I really appreciate your your comments, and without being told, guys, okay, is a modest person, and even agreeing to come on this live, I appreciate him coming. If you look at his works on Netflix or on social media or whatever, is testament to relationships. To have people like Ramsey Noah, and all the other people, or Sophia on your that I saw Sophia first is true, okay. And hand on, yeah. And I can name like so many people, so it's because of relationships. So thank you for the little stuff you shared, and I hope that when I call you, just stay, don't leave the live.
I'm around.
Yeah,
please.
Yeah, please.
If there's need for me to
come back.
throw
Yeah,
light
no, definitely.
Into a conversation, I will sure do that.
Please. I appreciate that. Thank you very much. So I appreciate your comments. Okay, and so I'm just going to call on. Let me call on. Karen is someone that I've worked with. We are from mentored by the same person, property wise, and I'm inspired by the things that she's done and she's doing, and she's very challenging, and I'm grateful to God for linking me up to her. So I believe that the little things she's going to share with you will be a blessing. But before you tell us the sweet side, Karen, have you had situations where you have had to cut yourself off from some relationships for your growth, and how did it feel, please?
Have I had to cut myself off from some relationships?
Yes.
I can't say I've had to cut off myself from some relationships, but I've had to limit the amount of time I'm spending with certain people because what I'm doing is not in alignment with what they're doing.
Okay.
Because for me at the moment, I'm doing property, and I want to spend my time looking for properties, finding my investors, who work with me. So if I'm not doing that, then I don't really want to be doing anything else. And so I've had to limit the amount of time I'm spending with certain people because we're not in alignment in terms of where we're going.
Okay.
And it's not because they're bad people. It's just we've got different goals.
Okay.
So because where I'm going is I want to do property. I want to be successful in that. I know I need to get around people who are doing what I want, and those are the people that I want in my network at the moment. And that's not to say I'm cutting off the people in my life who aren't doing property, because they also come into they're people that they're useful to me in other areas of my life. So for me, I wouldn't say I've had to cut people off. I've just had to limit the amount of time I'm spending with them.
Yeah, I get that. I really appreciate your thoughts on that. And before I ask you the next one, what I'm getting from this, and what I believe that quite a lot of people might have gotten from it, is that because you have an understanding of where you're going to, you are trying to reduce excess baggages, if I may use that word, and only carrying what you think, or the relationship that you think is needed to where you go. So what I might see what you're saying is like what you just pointed out is a case of a rocket that is taking off and going to space, and as it's going is dropping off some elements or some parts of it so that it can have what is required to get to where it's going. So thank you for that. That's how my interpretation of this, and everyone can interpret it differently. So just my next question before I let you I get someone on is that, how do you intentionally build a network that grows your network? You are very good at it, so I want it to be practical so people can understand. But by the way, guys,
thank you so much.
To give
you think I'm good at it?
to give you perspective of who Karen is, let me just, because she's humble and she might not want to talk. Karen is a property investor, just like I am, and we are mentored by the same property mentor, Mark Dalton. You might be watching this. And we attend the same meetings on a monthly basis, and we're taught by the same person. And Karen is an amazing. So as you're seeing her, she's all over the place. She lives in Reading, if I'm wrong, correct me. And her investment area is in Nottinghamshire, to be precise, Mansfield, just like me. And she drives back and front, and she still does her day job, but she still does all that stuff. So when I want to feel demotivated, I just see Karen, and my ginger will just come up. So thanks for that. So how do you I remember I think it was, how do you intentionally build your network? Please share those practical things so people can relate with it. Thank you very much for that. Go ahead, please.
Yeah. So for me, I attend a lot of events. I go to networking events. So I've mainly been doing property networking events because I want to learn more from other property investors, find out, how they've become successful in the property industry. And through hearing from them, you then see that, okay, this is what I need to be doing. So, for example, at one of the property networking events I go to, it's an online one. That's where I met one of my accountability partners.
Okay.
And so now we meet every single month and we discuss, what we're doing for the next 2 weeks.
Okay.
And then we meet up after 2 weeks. And we assess whether we've achieved what we needed to do or not.
Okay.
Had I not attended this networking event online, I wouldn't have met this person.
Okay.
So I honestly think that if you have something that you want to do, go and find networking events or find places where people who are doing what you want to do are hanging out, because that's where you will find the people that will want to help you, because there'll be people in your position who are starting out, who are a little bit ahead, and those who are at the top. So you want to have all of those people in your network. I find these days as well, we've got like the WhatsApp groups. So people are always sharing information in there. If somebody says something that you like, reach out to them, or reach out to them, tell them, I like what you said there. If you want, you can organize to go on a coffee with them. So, go and ask your questions. Some people, when they do presentations at some of the networking events, they actually say, reach out to me, ask me to go for a coffee. And I take the chance to do that, because you just don't know what information they're going to share. Like, for example, one time I went for I went for a coffee with one of the presenters, and they told me a marketing strategy they're using to find properties.
Okay.
And when they told me about this, I put it into practice, and I started getting leads.
But sorry to cut you short.
You know, it's
really
good.
Can you hear me, Karen? Sorry to cut you short. This meeting you went with this person, did you pay for it or was it free?
Oh, I paid for the coffee. I paid for the coffee.
You paid for the person's coffee, but did you pay for the person's time?
I offer to pay for the coffee.
Did you pay for the person's time?
No.
Okay. The reason why I drew your attention or stopped you a little bit, because some people get offended when someone asks them to pay for their time in exchange for some what's it called, some like say advice or what have you. I just thought I just chipped that in, but I thought maybe that was the situation, because you said you went for a speaking engagement and you met someone. So in some cases they say book a consultation call, something like that. So sorry, go ahead. I thought that was the case. Yeah.
I haven't, apart from my mentorship, I haven't done any paid meetups with anybody.
Okay. No, so go ahead. I just thought that was the case. Yeah.
Okay. So through meeting this lady, she told me about this marketing strategy. I put it into place, and now I'm getting leads from it, which I also believe is what's helping me, be able to progress in my journey in the property industry. So I think having a good network of people. Now, this person is somebody I can go to and say, oh yeah, thank you so much for that information. This is what's happened. And they, they're now somebody in my network. I can go to them if I need some support or some assistance, and they, I believe they'll be able to help me. But it's not just about me and what I can get. It's about what I can also help other people do, So you have to bear that in mind. What are you also contributing to these other people?
Yeah.
So
thank you very much.
I hope I've answered the question.
Yeah, sure. No, much. I believe that people have learned from it, and I'm happy that I'm happy for the dimension you bring to it, because you come from property, and the last person that spoke was a movie director, and people can see that even in different spectrums or different industries, this building a network or improving on social capital works. So I really appreciate you. Please don't leave, even if I put you on, because I only have a limitation of 5 or 6 people that I can put on as one. Please don't leave, because I might have to call you back on. Or if you feel that you want to contribute something again, please send me a message and I can add you back on, please. So thank you for that, Karen, and I'm sure a lot of people have learned, because I'm getting feedback on even on Facebook, sorry, on YouTube. People are appreciating the comments that the first 2 guests have made.
I'd like to chip in a little.
Go ahead, okay. Thank you very much. Go ahead. Go ahead. No, go ahead.
Okay, it all depends on profession.
Okay.
There's a kind of work you will need to do. You will actually need to go out to find a circle of people who will help shape you in that field.
Okay.
But there is a kind of work you do if you're more like, okay, you are a skilled individual, or like a creative person that people need their service for work. You are not going out; they are coming to you, and that is both good and dangerous.
Okay.
Because these are different kinds of people coming to you with their different. So at that early stage, this is the issue I had at the early stage. That I was so crowded by so many people who need my service to do certain jobs. Video production, movie production. There's a lot of production going on, and I didn't have close to me someone who understands management, administration. Do you understand?
Yes.
So now over time, I see that, okay, you end up making so many people, but you're not making yourself, you're not making your business.
Good.
So now it has gotten to a point where I say, no, I have to put a pause to the creative aspect and search for specific people that will help nurture and strengthen what you have, so that the crowdy people always coming around you will not make you lose sight of your vision.
Good.
So that's what I want to chip in.
No, I really appreciate what you just shared now. It just means that you are you even in as much in whatever we do, we should be able to streamline those that have relevance to what we're doing at the time. That's my understanding of how what you shared, and thank you very much for that. Okay, it's very much appreciated. By the way, guys, I forgot to say, okay, if you guys know the artist called Celebobo, okay, is his brother, and okay produced him, and the videos you guys see, the ones I know he has done. Okay, if I'm wrong, correct me. There's a famous musician called Hey, Gozi Okeke, I've been Njideka Okeke, I think that's his wife. A song called Akanchawa. If you guys look it up on YouTube, Oke's dad, if I'm wrong, correct me, was the one that produced it.
No, we're not part of that one.
Okay, then I'm wrong.
It's Doma.
Oh, Chinyere Udoma. Oh, yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
Chinyere Udoma, most of early Pure Praise 1, 2, Wind of Glory, good, and then Paul Culture to an extent.
Okay.
Then this Emenkwa, I don't know the name, this Methodist Church.
I remember that. Yeah. I remember that video.
Emenkwa. Emenkwa was produced by my dad, and I shot it 20 years later.
Wait, do you mean
I shot the video 20 years later?
You mean the audio was produced by your dad?
Yes.
Oh wow. Guys, if you look up this a lot of you would have grown up with this song. They're called, if you type on YouTube, Methodist Choir Abba, that's the song he's referring to. Oh, thank you very much for that insight. It's very much appreciated. So I'm gonna call on, thank you very much, okay, I appreciate that. I'm gonna call on Kingsley. Kingsley, I don't know if you can hear me. Yeah, please. You are someone that I find very inspiring. Guys, please, Kingsley, if I get I don't know your handle. If you let me know, I can tell people to look you up on Instagram. Guys, it'd be nice if you look at Kingsley, what's your handle called again on Instagram?
It's King's Art.
King's Art. Guys,
yes.
If you need to look him up in King's Art. How do you spell it, please? Okay. Look at the comment section. It's put it there. King's create King's Art. Guys, just go on his Instagram page, see for yourself. So I talk less, and you, Kingsley, sorry to put you on the spot, please. By the way, if you don't mind sharing your age, sorry about that. Some women don't like that. Please.
I'm 30.
Good. And you have been doing what you're doing for how long, please, if I may ask?
I've been doing it for more than 15 years now. Good. Because I started doing it when I was in secondary school.
Good.
I started from printing.
So if you started 15 years ago, that means that's 15 years ago. They started when you're 15. So and Kingsley is based in Nigeria, to be precise, in Abuja. So you guys can better understand. He's into interior decorations, namely both lighting effects. You won't understand it until you go to his Instagram page. You better understand it that way. So the reason why I called on you, Kingsley, is that I'm going to share this before you tell us something that works for you. Is that what one piece of advice would you give someone whose current circle isn't supportive? I'm sure you can relate to what I'm saying. You are in the midst of people and they are not supportive. What advice would you give those kind of people?
They're not supportive. You have to go and look for a better circle that will help you grow.
So how I'm sure you can relate with it. How did you do it? Or how were you able to shed those people off? And how were you able to look for the ones that were able to start helping you? If you don't mind sharing, please.
Yeah, currently that is what I'm facing right now. I'm trying to like build up those people that I need around me.
Okay. Hello.
Something like that. There's some kind of work that you need to go and look. That you don't have those people around you. Those people that you need around you. Rather, they come to you. Like most of my friends that do help me grow are my clients. My friends they are not into what I'm doing. To see people that are into my like kind of business is very hard. So we are in Nigeria. We are just few.
Okay.
We are not much. So the friends I have is some of them are into solar. Some of them are into real estate. Some of them are into tailoring and the rest. So my own field is just few people in Nigeria currently.
Yeah. So, Kingsley, I appreciate what you said. Thank you very much. But I just wanted to add that there's no way you would have achieved the little things you have achieved with that God has done for you at the age of 30 without the right kind of circle or the right kind of network. So if you don't mind sharing, you must have built network. What are your thoughts on the importance of building the right network? Because you are living that is a reality for you because that's how you're able to grow your business. What are your thoughts about it, please? Go ahead.
As I said earlier, that is what I'm building right now. I'm trying to that's my current state right now.
Okay.
That is the mistake that I was doing back then that I need to correct right now.
Yeah, but what I'm saying in essence is that in essence, perhaps maybe we can give better perspective to my question. Today I see you post this stuff. Tomorrow I see you post. How are you able to arrive at those things? Is relationships. So what are your thoughts about what you're doing or whatever that lands you those kind of deals? That's maybe if I can rephrase the question that way.
Okay. How I how I get my jobs, how I get contacts. Is that what you mean?
Yes. How is it people recommend you, right?
Yes.
Because you have built relationships with them. Yes, good. So why do you think they recommend you? What are your thoughts on those things, if you don't mind sharing? Apart from your work being good, what are the things?
Sincerity is one thing I know that that I do. I know I'm very sincere.
Okay.
I have this thing that I believe in. What belongs to me is mine, and what belongs to you is yours.
Okay.
I can't come and take what does not belong to me because I want to gain.
Okay.
Or gain to myself. Most times, how I get more jobs is how I started. Sometimes I do extra. Like I will be like paid to do a cup, to like build a cup, and I will find and I will end up building a jug because that have been in my mind to like do a better design.
Okay.
So most jobs I see it as opportunity, not just to like render you what you want, but to render a better design.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's it.
Thank you very much, Kingsley, and I very much appreciate your stuff. Please don't leave the live, please. Even if I drop you to other people, please don't leave the live. But my little what I understand from what you've shared is you talked about sincerity. You talked about you go the extra mile, and that in itself alone would build a lot of confidence in people. And when they are referring you or when they are linking you up with someone, or it comes natural to them. So thank you very much for that, and it's very much appreciated. Please stay on while I bring somebody else. So I met someone yesterday, and I was really inspired by my meeting with him. To be precise, I call it goes by the name John Baba. I greet you, sir. I don't know if you can hear me. Hello, sir. Let me see. You can unmute yourself, sir. Can you hear me, sir?
Okay, yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me now?
I can hear you, sir. I can hear you, sir.
Oh, good evening.
Thank you. I'm blessed. I'm blessed, sir. Thank you very much, sir. For to be funny, guys. Sorry, not to be funny. To be. I met John Baba yesterday, and this is how I do my thing. When somebody invites me for an event, I try as much as possible to go. Not because there are not 1,000,001 things that I can give excuse for why I shouldn't attend that event, but because I understand that the law of social capital, like I pointed out, and that I can meet someone new. So, guys, if you go to a party and you're one of those that are pressing your phone, instead of reaching out to more people, please let us improve on that. And that's how I got to meet Mr. John Baba. Nice to meet you, sir, and welcome. Your thoughts, sir, so far. I'm sure a lot of things on your mind on the things that I've been discussing. Please go ahead, sir.
Yes, it's been quite interesting actually. Meeting you yesterday, and what I've heard from people here today has also inspired myself. And I learned a lesson yesterday from yourself. Like when you go out to party, try to connect with people, not just to sit down eating food and drink. You might not know the person you are going to connect with on that day could be someone that will show you the route to your success, or that may even have that hidden treasure you've been looking for a very long time. So, joining this live, as a matter of fact, it's my first time of joining any live. I had to call my daughter to ask her to say, please, what do I press here for people to know I have, I know I've joined. It shows that, John, but I didn't know I need to accept or something.
Okay.
So, so this is actually very interesting. And a lot of things I've had has really inspired myself. And, I've learned quite a lot today. So, like I said, meeting you yesterday and asking me to join it. I've been looking forward to this since I woke up this morning, because initially I thought it was going to be 7 a.m.
Oh, sorry about that.
I realized, it's 7 p.m. And since around 6:30, I have been waiting. That was why I sent the message that, how do I join? Because I saw YouTube and blah, 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 So, but it's because I'm not a social media person, actually.
Thank you.
But, this is very good. I've really quite learned. I know a little bit about property as well, and a lot of things that, people have said. And in terms of connecting with people, because like I've heard that your network is your net worth, and it is true. The more people you meet, the better chance and opportunity that can come your way in terms of solving problem, even expanding your business or whatever you are involved in. So this has really been an inspiring meeting today.
Very much appreciated, sir. And thank you for your time. And I'm sure that more thoughts will come to your mind. And please feel free to give me a signal so that I can add you back so you can share those thoughts so people can learn from it. Thank you very much, man. Yeah.
You're welcome.
Thank you. So I'm going to call on Jude. Jude is someone that I work with, and I believe that you have one or two things you can share with us. Jude is also into properties. Jude is also into tech. When I say tech, mobile phones and what have you. Hello, Jude. Can you hear me? Hello?
Yes, I can hear you.
Good. So Jude has worked for Nigerian breweries. Jude is just an extraordinary person. Him and his amazing wife. I don't know if she's on the live as well. So Jude, you've heard our conversations. You heard our thoughts. If you don't mind me asking, say what are the strangest opportunities you got simply because of networking? Maybe it could be funny opportunities or strange opportunities you've gotten simply because of networking. Please go ahead.
Thank you very much.
Yeah,
I can hear you. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Good evening, everybody.
Good evening.
I think for myself, because you were talking about friendship, I don't think really I've loads of friends or anytime had someone you can say, oh, this is my best friend. I can go to this person at any point in time.
Okay.
I've made a couple of them, but I have one from university, and we are still friends up to now. She's based in Nigeria and in Canada. Okay. So for networking, like 3 times, that's when I've had this opportunity of networking in my whole life. Okay. The first one was back then in Kano. I met some couple of friends, and then we networked and we became best friends. We were always going out and doing things. Then when I left Kano, I came to the UK, and I met the same person from Kano, Casey. He had always been there. Anytime we were doing a party in my place, we were always going out together back there in Kano. So when I came to the UK, he housed me and everything. And when it was time for me to get a place to stay in Mansfield, Magnus then decided, okay, through Casey, we will get a property in Mansfield, and Jude, you can manage them. I never knew Magnus.
When you say get a property, it means we'll buy a property. And Magnus is a real estate guy. So just for people to understand. Go ahead.
Yeah, I've never met Magnus before. I don't know him from Adam. I only know Casey.
Okay.
So Casey took me to his office where he worked. And then he said, okay, we'll get a property in Mansfield and Jude, you manage it. Okay. That was it. Magnus got 1, 2, 3, and then the number just kept increasing. And then I was managing the property. That's the second networking I've ever done. Okay. Then the third one was when, so I would say Onyekwelu is my mentor, because everybody does have a mentor. Okay. He's my mentor and he's a brother. When he came to, I could remember that night I was at work and he called me and said, I will be in Mansfield tonight. I need to set up that place. Okay. I struggled. I was there in a previous listener. I was explaining to some people and I told them that singular act, what you did that night, was very annoying to me because I was at work and I could not figure out how to leave my work at that midnight to go and give you key and then return back. It's not even possible. It's not even practical.
Sorry about that.
So, but luckily, thank God that my wife was around and she was able to give me the key that night. Okay. And then you saw me and said, what is your take on property? I'm like, oh, I've been trying to start, but I don't know how to start. Like, it's not hard now. What about if I teach you? And that's it. I've never met Onyekwelu from Adam. I don't know him from anywhere. But today, he's my mentor and he's teaching me. He has connected me to Karen. I've spoken to Karen once or twice. I've gone for Karen's open day. You see, these are networking. And lucky enough, yesterday we met in the same party and he said, he asked me a question, what are you doing? I said, it's just me by myself. My wife is not here, so I'm just trying to mind my business. He said, no. Talk to people, network. And that was it. He stood somewhere and he was just like literally talking to everybody. So what I did, I took advantage of him starting the conversation and I moved. I'll just join and then I'll start chipping in. So wherever I see him move to, I move to that same place and then start talking. So I just follow the lead. And believe me, we're able to talk to John Baba and one other guy, Okechukwu.
Yeah, Okechukwu.
And we exchanged contact.
And the nurse and her husband. And so many people that came and left.
Yeah. And in fact, we started meeting people from Kano. We met John Baba who has been to Kano.
Yes.
We met the other lady who stayed in Kano. We met the other guy who was doing Suya from Kano also. And you see, I would not have spoken to these people on my own before. But through your influence, now I know that every opportunity you get, network. Don't let it pass. Okay. If you see somebody, there's nothing as being shy or anything. Just approach the person and then just talk. You never can tell who is going to help you. Now, I've been able to connect to John Baba and I know what he does. And I said, okay, I'm going to speak to you concerning X, Y, Z. And he said, oh, feel free, call me. Normally, he's a consultant. And if I want to book his time, I have to pay. John Baba, am I right?
Yeah.
You're right. You're right.
Well, now, I got that opportunity
you won't have to pay now. It's going to be free.
So I got the opportunity for free.
Of course.
I'm not going to pay. I got it for free.
Of course.
This is what networking can actually do.
Yes.
Do not let every opportunity pass.
That's true.
Take it or you lose it.
Yeah.
That's true.
If you don't take it, you're going to lose it.
Yeah.
So I'm going to say thank you to my mentor. Believe me, he has been nothing but helpful.
To the glory of God.
I started my journey as a service accommodation. I started doing service accommodation through his assistance. He still guides me for free. I can tell you.
To the glory of
If
God.
I have learned this thing from anywhere, I would have paid a lot for it. Thank you very much.
To the glory of God. By the way, you shouldn't have said you'd have paid for it. You didn't pay for it, so that people will not come and start meeting me for their own now. I charge because I have to feed my children. I have to feed my children, so I charge, guys. So I've learned a lot. And by the way, I just wanted to share again.
before I go ahead, I'll talk okay. It's not look as if I'm trying to big up his ego. But I remember, I don't know if okay remembers that there was a role that I think it was some Reverend sisters, daughters of divine love. So okay, call me and say, yeah, they gave me these people are giving me work, but I don't know how I'm going to do it. I bet come, let's do this thing together. You understand me? So I said,
I was about to say it now.
So okay, come and say, yeah, well, let's go and do this. And without due respect to them, they are the most challenging artists to work with. They don't understand body movement or Reverend sisters. You know what I mean? Imagine shooting a music video for Reverend sisters. So okay, call me. We were just thinking of choreography, what to do within the boundaries of what they feel comfortable to do, and I learned a lot from that production, and from that time it's really amazing. I just remember that, okay, and I just thought I'd chip that in addition to what you just shared now about the kind of networks you are and the kind of things that you're going to be exposed to by virtue of the relationships you have, so yeah, thanks for that. I thought I'd drop that in. So yeah, I'm just going to call on Madam Osai. Madam Osai, can you hear me?
Yes, daughters of the divine love.
Okay, yeah, go ahead. Okay, you want to say something? Okay, can you hear us? Hello?
That's daughters of the divine love.
Yes, daughters of divine love, yeah. Can you hear us in real life? I don't know if there's a lag. Hello, okay?
I hear you very well.
Okay.
I hear you very well.
Yes,
I don't know whether you hear me.
Yeah, we can hear you, but I don't know whether there's a lag in the stuff. Yes. You want to say something quickly before I call on the next person?
I hear you well. Just network. Obviously. Yes, I was saying that there's a common thing in this conversation, in this meeting, and that common thing is you being able to have this around. But you've been able to connect people who are unrelated in respect to their businesses together. And that says a lot about you than everyone else that is on the we train people.
Okay, sorry. Can you guys? I don't know if I'm the only one. Okay, your line is a bit.
And that is who you are.
Okay.
As a person.
Oh, we thank God, sir. I don't know. Your line keeps dropping and coming back, I don't know if you can. If it's only me that's happening to. I mean, I can hear you that way. Hello. Okay, I'm just gonna call on Madam Joy.
Can you hear me?
We can hear you, but I believe I heard majority of the things you shared, but I think the line was coming up and going back and coming up and going back. I don't know if it's me or I don't know if it happened to any other person. I heard quite a lot of the things she shared. So thank you very much for that. Okay, we give God the glory. Hello. Okay. And let me call on someone else. Madam Osai, I don't know if you can hear me. Hello, Madam Osai. I don't know if I'm. Hello, Madam Josephine.
Yes, good evening.
Yeah, pleased to hear. I'm so glad to hear you, man. How are you doing today?
Good evening, everybody. I'm doing well, thank you.
Thank you very much, guys. Let me try a little background story to Madam before she will talk. I beg, Madam. I wish I can post this. If you go on my Facebook page, I'll look for it and I'll post it.
Once upon a time, I went to Madam's school to do a training for her teachers and students. I don't forget that thing. And we taught technically under a tree, or there was no roof. They didn't have a hall at that time. But guys, I went there, I think it was earlier this year, sometime in April. And this woman's school has grown so big with so many students, so many buses that I couldn't count. It just shows my understanding is what the Bible talks about. Do not despise the days of humble beginning. So, madam, I know that you did not arrive at where you are by accident. God gave you the wisdom, the help, and understanding. And I believe that your story is going to be a blessing to the people here. So quickly, I'm just going to ask you, if you don't mind sharing your personal way, a win from being in the right circle, or a loss. What have you? I believe that what has helped you attain whatever you attained in your school is by being in the right circle or being amongst the right crowd. What are your thoughts about that, or being in the wrong one? Anything you want to share from on both sides? Please let us know. Thank you.
I would like to talk about being in the right circle.
Okay, go ahead.
One of the things that happened in our journey is the first time I got to know you, I didn't see you personally, but I attended a program at Sheraton.
Okay.
The program was about schools, or schools needs, or everything about school.
Wow.
Then we're still very young. All I had was passion. I didn't have the money, I didn't have the connection, but I had very strong passion. And I had this strong belief. I think while the vision was evolving, I read a book by Miles Moore. I think the book is Understanding Vision. And if there's anything I can remember about that book, was that once God gives you a vision, He makes provision possible. So that was my anchor. I was holding on very strong to that. So sometimes when there's a training, I will just go. And then I'll go from table to table. I'll pick flyers and all that. That was how I got your flyer. And when I came back, I said to give you a call. I got your flyer in so program. Please come and talk to our children. And I think that was a kind of networking. Though I wasn't able to speak to you directly that day, but I got something that could help me talk to you.
Good.
And you moved in. Many years later, when I was thinking about what you came to do, how you made a discovery of a particular child, I know you told me, look at this child, hold her. God is going to do something strong about her. Pay attention to her. And I held on to that instruction. I saw it as an instruction. And before that girl left her school, she was able to write 3 books. Currently, she's studying medicine in university. So I think that connection with you, with your company, had done so much for us in our school, in our journey as a school. And recently you came around again. You know, when you came around, you were talking to the children. You asked them, how many of you have phone? And almost everybody had phone. You said, I mean phone with internet. Everybody, almost all everybody. And you asked them a simple question. How many of you have a car? Nobody put up his or her hand. And you said, phone is more dangerous than a car. So that one also provided an opportunity for me to talk to the parents, talk to the children, redirecting them again to focus. So I just want to say that I have benefited so much from my relationship with you and your company. And I don't want to forget what happened recently concerning Emma. I don't know whether you want me to mention that, but that thing is, all right. It's something that when I look at the journey so far, when I look at lives that we've been able to impact, I'll just say that it is God all the way. So there's power in networking. There's power in connecting with the right people.
Amen.
And sometimes the right people may not even be the people that you think that they have what you're looking for. Let me go back a little bit to when I was working. I had this newspaper vendor that will always carry lots of newspapers to sell and all that. So one day she was passing and I called on her. I said, come, why don't you come and keep this paper here? Keep some of them, sell, come and pick again, sell, come and pick again. And she agreed and she started keeping. After some weeks, she asked me, you know they read? I said, but they are for sale. He said, no, read and I rearrange. And that was how, from time to time, if I have time, I'll pick. And that was one of the connections. It was through her newspaper that I got a connection to a woman who trains schools, who trains teachers and all that. And that was the beginning of many of the things that I do today in the school. So I think networking is something that comes to us as a gift. Most times, it may not even be it may not wear all the garments of what we are looking for. But God arranges all these people along our journey to be a blessing to us. So I will forever be grateful that I met you, I spoke to you, and that you responded. Thank you so much.
To the glory of God, we are just vessels that made ourselves available for God to use. There's one thing that Bishop Abiy always share. He said that if God gives you an idea and you delay or you waste time, you take it and give it to somebody else. That's why you'll be surprised that next year you'll be hearing that so you just see somebody doing what the Lord had given you idea of. Only because he did not do anything with it, you give it to somebody else. So if God has already had plan for both those students you talked about, both Ima, both every other person you talked about, or your school and everything, God already had a plan, and that plan must happen. So it is a person that has made themselves available that you use to make that in a reality. Like I was discussing with Oga John Baba yesterday. I always say that my people say this thing, and a friend of mine always reminds me. A friend of mine always reminds me of that. Sorry, I'm here. Sorry, I'm here somewhere. A friend of mine always reminds me of that. He say, "Man is God to man." You understand? Man is God to man. I don't forget that statement. And if you make yourself available, God will use you. If you don't make yourself available, if you make yourself available wrongly, the devil can have capitalized on your wrong attributes and use it for the wrong thing. But that would not be the case of anyone here. So before I call on the next person or before the next person makes a comment, I just want to say that if there's junk in you, only junk will come out. So relationships cannot be built if you don't add value to yourself. You cannot be seen valuable or someone want to link up with you if they don't see any value in you. You know, so if Bible says iron sharpeneth iron, so we sharpen ourselves. Iron cannot sharpen wood; it will not work. You know, and Bible talks about if you keep company with the wise, you know, you'll be wise. The companion of fools shall be destroyed. So if you keep company with wrong people, it will be counterproductive. Remember what the Bible also mentions, and it says, evil character corrupts with good manners. So it's very important that we always analyze our relationships from time to time. You know, so I always encourage people that God has designed us. No man is an island. No, don't. If your problems are not being solved, if you are finding it difficult to achieve one thing or the other, you just need to improve on your network. Remember, we talked about the law of social capital, and that will connect to help us to take advantage of it. I always say this thing. If you are somebody that has an information, an idea, or you are in the circle of influence, and the people that are around you are not advancing, or you are not being seen to be pushing people to their next level, sorry to say, but I don't want to be rude, but you're a wicked person. You understand? Because what it means is that you are not striving to move people up. You know, you're not looking. Sometimes I don't want to sound like I'm bigging up myself, but you guys understand what I'm saying. You have somebody, person never tells you what's happening, person never gives you any updates, person never tells you any advancement, maybe just only enjoyment, let's go and eat, let's go and do that thing. You need to avoid that kind of circle. What you need is people that are looking for your well-being and all that. I do want to say, and I've said a lot, and I'll keep saying, that I am today a property developer is a friend. I'm sure he might be listening, or you listen later, or something, or I don't know where he is now. He might be in Spain. So his name is Ike Chukumba. He's one that I'm a property developer today in Abuja. It's him. That I even ventured into joint venture for property is another friend of mine that was going to be with the Lord. But the Lord bless his soul, IKOG. He's one that kept telling me, Onyekwelu, this one I land, it's just day follow now. Make we do joint venture. Find person we go do joint venture for this line. I say, what's joint venture? He said, this is how to do it. I had a land in Ikoyi. We're able to do it. It was 6 plots, 6 properties. We got a joint venture person built. They took 3 and we took 3. I mean, it was 12. I can't remember. It was 12 or 6. So he said, you can do the same thing in this land. That's how we go into a joint venture. It didn't work out. And another friend of mine was saying, don't join another joint venture. Do it yourself. I was like, wow. He said, this is how you go about it. This is how you go. He could just keep quiet. He could just shut his mouth up. He could be borderless. He could care less and just focus on his own problem. I'm sure he has a lot of problems. But he saw that he wanted the best in you. That's what relationships are all about. He wanted the best. You're saying, how can this guy get better? Some people say, he's doing it for his own selfish reasons. No, he was looking for the best. That's how I see it. Because I have more other people that never made a comment, that never said anything. So this gentleman saw that I was not understanding him. He went to my wife. And I was telling my wife, this is my advice. This is what I think you should do. This is how you guys are going to do it. My wife was saying, hey, well, listen to this guy. Listen to this guy. And today, I'm able to develop that estate, and we're doing it, and God has been helping us. That is the importance of having the right relationships. That's the importance of being in the right circle. They add value to yourself, and they improve what you are doing. So I can go on and on. I have so many relationships, and I just want to share this story before I let some of you share your thoughts about some of the things I said before we now wrap up, because our time is fast spent. Kenneth Hagin shares this story about sorry guys, we have people on YouTube, Emeka Anikwe, Chukwebuka, J Family, and Tennyson Royal from Lagos, Joy Simon, Vembe, and as many people that I can see. And there are so many people that have given gifts. I'm sorry guys, I've lost track of the gifts or people that have joined and joining, please. Thank you, Mommy Alvina. Sorry, I've never asked you for your name. I think if I'm wrong, I don't know. If you want to join the live, send me a message. I've invited a friend. Oh, she said she also invited a friend. Well done, ma. Well done, ma. Yeah, thanks. Anyways, yeah, to everyone that's joined, sorry guys, if I forgot to recognize you, I'm really sorry. It's not intentional. There's so many things scrolling up on the screen as I'm doing this. But I do want to share this story by Kenneth Hagin. He said that a lion found himself in the midst of, I can't remember whether it's sheep or antelopes or what have you, but grew up in the midst of it. And some of you can relate what I'm saying. If you watch the movie Tarzan, you can understand this ideology or why this might have happened. And this lion found himself in the midst of these animals, that's antelopes or sheep or what. Let's say antelopes because they are wild, and for every time they come to the stream to drink water, a lion or a wild animal will be on the other side, or let's say a lion will be on the other side. And once the antelopes discover that the lion is coming close, all of them will just camp. They'll run away. So this lion that is in the midst of the antelope will run away with them too. Then I think they did it several times. And this lion one day came to the water to drink, and the water reflected his face. And he looked up and saw that the animals or the predators that are chasing them, I look like these people. And when it was time for the other ones ran away, he refused to run and he stayed. And those predators, the pride of the lion, they came close and they're able to mingle. And that's how his identity came back to life, if I may use that word. Guys, what are we trying to say? If you're in the wrong crowd, or if you find yourself in the wrong relationships, or you find that you're not building relationships, your potentials are capped. The more relationships you build, the better progress or advantage or advancement you can have in life. So I just remember that story about Kenny Copeland, and I thought I'd share it. You become those you surround yourself with. So if you are not advancing, like I always say to my wife, I don't want us to ever get to a point where we become the only goldfish in our pond. We have to make sure that we're around the right people so that they're always moving us to the next level. That's why, with all due respect to so many other churches, I appreciate the Winners Family, Winners Chapel, because they always want to get it to the next level. There's always something next. There's always something advanced. So yeah, I'm going to allow if anyone has any thoughts to share as regards to the things that have been said so far, please feel free. Anybody? Okay. John Baba, Jude, anyone wants any final thoughts before we wrap up on the things that have been shared? Please let me know, guys. Then so that we can wrap up.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Go ahead.
Okay. So I don't know. The last time I wanted to talk, the internet decided to be funny.
Yeah. You went a little bit. Yeah.
Unfortunately, I'm in Nigeria, and you know now.
Yeah, I understand. So, thank you. Thank you for the effort.
So I think the silent thing that is not being said is that you're an amazing person, because you've been able to form an association or a relationship with people from diverse walk of life.
To the very good.
I mean, I'm a filmmaker, and growing up, you've been there, so many times in so many projects I've done, and I can see you've also mingled with this person that did art. I have to check him out. Amazing. Yeah. And now you're doing property. I know where so I think this says more of you than it is for everyone else on the chat.
To the very good.
And that's that's something to learn. That at the end of the day, you are the central person that has been able to be a part of everyone else's growing up or life or business. That's commendable.
To very good, sir. We thank God, sir. We thank God. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's it.
I appreciate that.
I think doing this, I think you should as well explore expanding on a business or something where you help people form an association.
Okay.
And I think that is something that you are gifted.
Well, thank God, sir, and I appreciate you. And
so yeah, that's it.
I appreciate your comments. Yeah,
I'm happy to be a part of this.
Thank you.
I've totally forgotten so many projects that we did together. It reminded me of video, and I still have pictures. So I will send them. I will send those pictures to you with the Reverend Sisters.
I appreciate that.
I still have all of them. And you remember Chinwike? You remember Chinwike?
Yeah, I remember that.
I don't know if you were there in Chinwike. Resonance.
I remember Chinwike, but I don't think I was on set.
Resonance, Chinwike.
Yeah, I remember them. I wasn't on set when you did that.
You were not on Chinwike.
I wasn't on set. No. But I remember. I think either when you were producing it or when you were editing it, I can't remember.
Are you on Paul Agobata?
No, I was not on that.
Were you on Paul Agobata?
I was not on that. I know that I don't know whether I was there when you did Flavor. I can't remember. I'm trying to remember the ones. It's been a long time, a lot of the things. I know that I was there when you did the ones that sound like the South African ones. With some of your tracks with the South African one, I've been on set on some of those, or either I came Samis, yes, yeah, I believe it's Samis, and I think you were either editing them or either the videos or the audio, and I've come quite a lot to when you are doing either working on the sound, yes, a lot of the movies I've seen all those ones, or you're rendering or one thing or the other, so it's an experience, and to be honest, okay. Maybe I don't talk. I've not said a lot about my relationship with you and the things. I believe that we are still going to do great things, and I know that God is going to help somebody to get financially to a level where those monies you're calling, I can be able to cough them out, and we can do something together because it's a space. I don't. My vision board is not here. It's definitely something that I'm going to work on.
It's keeping us alive.
Yes,
there is always a reason for it.
Yes, I agree. I agree. And I just want to appreciate. I don't know. A lot of people might not understand what I did to bring you here and how they convince you, and they're kind of person and you don't like to talk and all those things. But I'm really grateful, and I don't take it for granted that you joined this live. And guys, like I said, just go on Google, type Okioku, and you'll see the movies. And if you type on Netflix, they're there. So you can understand. For you to get your movie on Netflix, you must know your work. It's not YouTube. With all due respect to YouTube, guys.
Actually have my own streaming platform. I'm just gonna type it out there.
Yeah, please. Yes, that's
TV.
Yeah. Some of the movies that you don't see on Netflix, they are on oraclefilms.tv. Sorry, I forgot to mention that. So we can all watch.
Please, I'd love to. Can you keep this going? Just make it episode out, like maybe weekly or monthly. I'll really very much want to be a part of every one of the sessions.
Okay, it's an honor and a privilege. I do this every Sunday, 7 p.m. So I don't know why I didn't send the other ones to you. I forgot, but I'll be sending them to you every Sunday, 7 p.m. And we have different conversations so that we can all learn. It's not a case. I don't want to appear like I know it all. So I've learned from you. I've learned from everyone that's shared, and as many that can join the live, either on Facebook, TikTok, or on YouTube, please feel free. Thank you very much for your encouragement. Very much appreciated. Yeah, final words, guys. Madam Joy, Madam Osai, John Baba, Jude, anyone wants to share any final word before we end the live, please, quickly. Relationship.
For the opportunity to know you as a person, and I'm really grateful to God because the things that God has used you, because I always listen to Joshua Selman, where he always says, if God wants to bless somebody, he's going to use a man. And if anything wants to happen to somebody, he's going to also use a man. So for coming to my life and for coming into our life, my wife and I were really very grateful because we are learning and we are growing and we have someone who we can also look up to. I know I've called you a couple of times, even when you are busy, and say, I'm in this position at this particular time. What do I do? Which of the roads do I take? And you always tell me, calm down, take it like this, take it like this, take it like this. Like I said, the networking aspect which you actually introduced me to yesterday. I've been to so many occasions, but I've never leveraged on that opportunity. But what you showed me yesterday, you showed me a different kind of approach to things, on how to approach people, on how to seize opportunity when you say it, because opportunity, once you lose them, you can never get them back again. So those opportunities, these are opportunities for me to tell people what I am into or what I intend to do. And believe me, somebody will always be, we're just like buyers, and there's a seller also. So there's always an opportunity for the buyer and the seller to connect. If the buyer doesn't go to the seller, there will be no sales.
Yes.
Now we have to go sometimes, and when you just tell somebody, this is what I do, I've been looking for somebody who will do this for me. Why don't I give you the contract, or why don't I give you this thing to do? If you don't tell them what you are into, or if you don't make contact, or if you don't make the move, nobody is going to ask you. So everybody can just sit down and be waiting for this person to come to me or this person to come to me. But we on ourselves, we need to take the move. And that I learned from you yesterday. Thank you very much.
To the glory of God. To the glory of God. Thank you for that. And I can see that people are networking, and please don't take for granted the people that have come on the live, and any other person you're saying. You never know who you're meeting and who God has ordained for you. I always remember this thing in my university. When I came to university to do my master's degree, is in University of Glamorgan, is in Wales. When I came in, there was a box that was just on my table. So I opened it. It's like a box that had different stuff to tell you about what you want. And they said there, it says, "Welcome to University of Glamorgan, where you are going to make friends that will last for a lifetime." And guys, I have one friend. If you look on my page, or I'm going to upload on my podcast page, or here, you see, he's a Chinese guy. His name is King Tan. I'm sure you might be watching or you're going to watch later. And this guy, if I come to China and I don't pass his house, it's as if I committed crime. He lives in Shanghai. Maybe I came in Guangzhou. So Shanghai is like Midlands. Guangzhou is like in the South Coast. So I have to find a way to go there. It's not cheap. But because of my relationship with him, I make that happen. and he was due to come in October to Nigeria, and it's okay. Let's do first quarter of January what's it called of next year, guys. I always say this thing, and if you listen to the podcast, you see there was a time I had an issue to transfer $50,000 from UK to China, and the maximum you can go with is £8,000, £8,000. So I called this gentleman and said to him, please, can you help me? I transfer this money to you. When I get to China, give it to me. It was a big risk because this guy can, if you guys know China, you can just walk in on the street and you see like 2,000 people on the streets, as it's very populated. And I said to this guy, because of my relationship with him, and over time I kind of know, I said, please. He said, that's fine. So I transferred this money to this guy. And when I got to China, this guy gave me every single penny. No money was missing. Guys, I know that there are quite a lot of people. I'm sure you guys understand what I'm saying to you. It's not even $50,000 is too much. Maybe even $2,000, even $500, and they are gone with the wind. You will never see them. This guy gave me all the penny. It goes to show about relationships. It goes to show about, so that way I don't joke with the guy like that. I learned a lot. He's not a Christian, but my relationship with him is making him want to get closer to Christ and what have you. So it talks about relationships. It talks about value addition. The importance of why we must network. The point of why we must seek out to help the other person. And he's the one that will be disturbing me. Onyekwelu, what did you plan to do? I'll tell him, say, oh, go to this city, go to that city. And if I'm in that China and I'm struggling with the manufacturer understanding what I'm saying, I call him. He will make sure that he will explain the thing to the person understand. Then if I somehow need some cash, he will always advance the money and say, do you want more? Do you want more? I don't know whether he has the money or whatever. It's just that relationship. And when I get it, I give it back. Not the one that he gives it to me and I don't give back. It will affect the relationship. So I just wanted to chip this in. And some of the things we've talked about, in Enugu, where I did my university, there's a group I worked with. Then we used to work with the Enugu state government, and I worked with them, and we used to do Miss Enugu then. So one of the things the guy has taught us is that we need to find the people that matter, that we needed for them to help us achieve what we want to do. We need to find them on social grounds. I won't forget that thing. He always said that we need to look for them on social grounds. We need to look for where they drink or where they go to hang out or go to church, where they're going to church. That was our target. We need to find if we need to see, let's say, we need to see the MD of maybe the manager for UBA, maybe Presidential Road, something like in Enugu, or maybe Ogui Road. We need to look and find out what church does he attend. They will now go to that service and will sit down and be looking out for him. That is, guys, the person that you sit beside in your church, or the person that you sit beside that you meet in your children's school gate, or the person that you meet on the bus that you go to work on a regular basis, or the person that you meet, your neighbor, is the person that God can use to bless you. But we look down on those kind of relationships. A minister can be sitting down beside you, or a governor can be sitting down beside you in church. But to get to their office, you go through protocols to see them. So I just want to encourage us on the importance of not looking down on people when you go to a party on your phone. Guys, what's happening? Not everybody will receive you well when you talk to them in parties. Not everybody. But you try. Hello, my name is this. How are you doing? You give it again. Maybe that's the beginning one. You can go again, or you might meet yourself in the food stand. You might meet yourself in the food. You can just try. It might be very awkward and stupid to meet, but that's what we're all about, And if we keep trying, we're going to break even. Hello, Michelle. I don't know if you're going to say something because you're muted yourself. Hello, Michelle. Were you going to say something? Okay. So, guys, I'm just going to start rounding up quickly. So basically, what are you going to say something, Michelle? Can you hear me? No, I can hear you now.
Yeah, can you hear me?
I can hear you. I can hear you. Go ahead.
Honestly, I wasn't really sure what you were talking, what discussion was before I showed up.
Okay. Yeah, basically we're discussing about networking, because it's to improve your net worth, and the focus is on the 5 kind of friends, the The 5 closest friends you have.
Yeah.
If
all right. Yeah. I think it's a very okay. That's true. When I saw it, I was gonna like, man, I would love to be in this. Well, sorry. Good afternoon, everyone, from wherever you guys are. And I know you guys are wrapping up, but since Iloge reached out to me, so I'll just say, I think it's a very interesting. Actually, I wish I was there from the onstart from the beginning, but I think it's an opportunity that I'm also looking towards. I try not to take for granted relationships. I'm actually a relationship person. I mean, even if you look at my podcast, it's a relationship with M Shine. So like I'm big on relationship, and I'm trying to learn and get better and improve. So I think it's very, very vital. I was in a conference. Was it somewhere last month? I've never met the guy. Is it Dr. Cheerful? Yeah, I think. And in the conference, he said something about you must have at least, is it 5 or 3% that are very vital in your life? Just like Ilo mentioned, that by 3 a.m., even if you're with your spouse, like you're in the middle of the middle, even if you're here, like, and the person calls you, oh boy, where are you? I really need your help right now. That he can be sure, or that you can be sure that you rise up to the occasion. There has to be. I mean, you might have and he give example of Jesus. For those of you who are Christians or who read the Bible, say Jesus had the multitude. He had 12. He had the 72. He had the 12, and even in the 12, he also had the 3. And in the 3, he also had the 1. So that it's vital that we build that circle, that person in our lives, where besides the general relationship that we have with people, we must have that 5 people in our lives that when push comes to shove, when the rubber hits the road, when like 4 a.m., like when you're probably like you could leave somebody, just like how this guy showed up for Ilo, those people we really need to have them in our lives. And then so I had to start. I mean, I used to have a lot of friends. I had to now start checking and correcting and putting and investing in relationships, so that because it's what you give that you get back. Sometimes it might not be at the same measure, but it's super important. So even though I missed the beginning of all of this, but I would say it's a very great topic, and it's something that I myself am working on, learning to build relationships. And if there are even people that are messed up or offended, I try to repair it, because every opportunity that God gives to you, it's something. It's a good time for you to build relationships. God doesn't come down. He comes through people. I used to say that God is in people. God is in people, and so you need, no matter. And I know just something like that. Sometimes, even when you try to connect with someone, the person might not be upfront. The person might not really show you that smiley face. But I try to see the whites in people. I try to see the good in people. In other words, they might have some negatives in them. There's kind of here. There's some persons that there's this guy that a lot of people are not really, really good. But when I look at him, I just see the good in him, and I'm making efforts to build that relationship with him. So in our lives, sometimes the person that you will need to go up might not have all the beautiful characters. For instance, a lot of people do not like Donald Trump. Some of you even on your left may not even like him. But when I look at him, I choose to see the good in him. And if I have my opportunity, I will connect with him. So God is in people. God is in people. I'm just going to end with that. Thanks, guys.
Yeah, thank you very much for that, Shine. And I appreciate what you said. I'm going to share this. I don't know how many of you remember what I started with at the beginning. I said that if you had the opportunity to sit with either who did I mention? I think I said Jeff Bezos. I can't remember who I mentioned. Richard Branson. I said Richard Branson, Dangote, or Jeff Bezos, or any influential person. I think this on social media it became popular with Jay-Z, and they talked about Jay-Z, and a lot. The post was, if you had the opportunity to meet with Jay-Z, a dinner with Jay-Z, and you had, or he was going to, either him or they're going to give $500,000. Which one would you go for? So Anna, I'll take it up to next level. If you had an opportunity to meet with Richard Branson, Dangote, or
Jeff Bezos, and they said you have a dinner with any of these three, and you have $1 million. Which one would you go for? You know. So I said that at the beginning of this program, and I'm reminding us about it now. I don't know whether anybody, what your thoughts are right now, but I'm gonna, because of time, I'm just gonna share my thoughts on this. Then we can have these conversations. I'm gonna create a community for us to have conversations like this, WhatsApp or what have you, guys. My people are working on that now. This is my thoughts on that, because a lot of people have the school of thought, oh, I'll take the money and I'll do something with it, and later on I'll find a way to meet the person and all that. This is my thought. Guys, if you guys ever know what is called an elevator pitch, you can look it up. Elevator pitch is a place where it's a pitch, is a program where you come and in 1 minute, you're going to pitch your idea to some venture capitalists or some business guys, and they make up their mind based on the pitch you made in 1 minute. So I was saying this to my wife, or we're having this conversation. I say, if Jay-Z, Jeff Bezos, Richard Branson, Dangote has agreed to sit down with you for a dinner, to sit down with you for a dinner, that means they are willing to help you. You know, I remember Cosmos Maduka, Kosharis. He always says, when you see wealthy people, don't be looking for what you get from them. Be looking for the relationship that you're going to have with them, because they'll give you access. I'll give you guys an example. I don't know how many of you know this drink called Prime in the UK. Prime. It went viral. I'm sure in Canada or America, it went viral. It's an energy drink. The other day, I came to the store, Asda, and I saw that Messi has his own version of Prime now. I forgot what they call it. It's now in the store. Do you know that you can have the money, make a product like that is wonderful, but you might not have access into the big stores. You might not be able to go to Target. You might not be able to go to Walmart. You might not be able to go to ShopRite in Nigeria. You might not be able to knock on they will not be able to agree to display your products. But when you have an access of somebody like, even in the Bible is there. When Esther came to meet the king said, who do you want me to speak to you for? Who is that person that I need to speak to you? So in my opinion, I would rather have the dinner than take the money. Because if for whoever, Jay-Z, Jeff Bezos, whoever, to agree to sit down with me one-on-one, then I have an opportunity to sell my personality to them and to grow that relationship with them, and hope that my time with them will be worth for them to say to their manager, can you give me my phone number? Feel free, give me a call anytime. I'm happy to help you. Because I know what it is as a businessman trying in this country, in the UK or in Nigeria, to penetrate, to go through some doors, and those doors stay locked. And if I knew some people that can help me unlock that door, I would not need to put, even with your money, you might not be able to access that door. I hope that we're able to learn one or two things. We can keep the conversation going, and let's know what your thoughts are. So I want to share with us, guys, please make a post on social media and tag a friend that you want to appreciate your inner circle, please. And if possible, you can tag us or tag me so that we can have some conversations around that. Remember, guys, your network is your net worth, and your 5 closest friends are shaping your destinies right now. So some practical tips as a wrap up. Audit your 5 closest friends regularly. Audit them regularly. Add mentors. Guys, I can never tell you what mentors. We talked about mentors, and by the grace of God, I'm privileged to mentor 1 or 2 people. It's my mentor that said to me, Onyekwelu, you must read this book, and you must read minimum of 10 pages of a day of this book or different other books every day. I learned that from my mentor. So add mentors, not just peers, to your secular. So a lot of you understand what I'm saying. With mentors, you go far in life. So build relationships with people that are already where you want to be. Build relationship with them, approach them. And the next thing is be the valuable friend in your network. Don't be docile. Don't be just, let me just stay on my own. You can see virtues. Some people's prayer point is where you already are. So think of how you can bring them. Or if you get the good news, don't keep it to yourself. See how you can add value to them, how you can get the best out of them. So I always, this is a good one for everyone. If your circle doesn't inspire you, it's time to upgrade your seats at the table. So if you're in a circle and there's nothing exciting about what you're doing, it's time for us to do something about it.
So I want to thank everyone that joined the live and everyone that has participated, whether on YouTube, Facebook, raise one. I can see you on Facebook, and all the other people on TikTok, those that have come on, those that have gone, those that have commented, and those that are on. Thank you very much to all the guests that participated, that commented, and shared their opinion. Thank you very much. Thank you, audience. And I also want to thank you guys, my team for doing all the work behind the scene, putting up all the Facebook ads and everything, and all the posts. Thank you, Promise. That's my social media manager. Thank you, Venus. That's my personal assistant. And I want to thank my wife for the support. She's staying with the children upstairs and keeping them quiet. So that's why you're not hearing the noise. Thank you for our support. Thank you, my children as well. I want to thank all my mentors that have been a blessing to me. I can't start mentioning them. I have different mentors in different areas of my life. My colleagues in the industry, in different industries, my colleagues in church, I just want to thank you and God bless you. Please follow this page. Just a plus sign there. Follow this page. Please like this live on Facebook or share it as well to other people so that it can help them to add value. So drop your takeaway, whatever you have learned. Please drop it. If you can't drop it here, drop it on Facebook, because I don't know why TikTok doesn't automatically upload the live. So you can either drop it on I can see people saying on comment impactful and have different thing listening limit. J Family says limit time to certain people who are not on your same path. Thank you very much. So what's the name of the guest? I don't know. What's the name of the guest? We had Okioku, guys. We had Okioku as a guest. We had Jude as a guest. We had John Baba as a guest. We have Mrs. Josephine Osai as a guest. We had Kingsley as a guest. Please, I'm going to, if you send me a message or something, or you put it on the chat, I might tell you the guest you're asking for. We had Shine as a guest. We had Karen as a guest. So I don't know who you're asking of in particular. So someone says, Pros Memo Photos said, I've been blessed. Thank you, sir. And as many. Thank you, J May. J May is one of my teenagers in church. Thank you very much, guys. Thank you, okay. Thank you, everyone that joined. Yes, thank you, Vada Deco, for joining, and Balls, thank you for joining, and everyone that joined. Yeah, guys, if you're looking to do your decorations, Vada is a place to plug in. Yeah, let me see what's left I've not said. Yeah, guys, next Sunday 7:00 we'll be here. Please tune in again. So remember, guys, if you show me your friend, I will show you your future. So see you until next Sunday 7 p.m. See you. Stay strong and stay growing, stay winning, stay connected. I always say this, and please don't forget it. The wise always invest. The wise always invest. Make sure that we all invest in good relationships. Make sure we always invest in good relationships, and it will always pay off. God bless you for your time. Thank you very much. Peace. And we're out.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye. Mm-hmm.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
God bless you, madam. Thank you very much.